Hello viewers, a very warm welcome back to Duflux. I am coming back on this channel for a long time. This time with GATE 2025 Electrical Engineering Solutions from the subject General Aptitude. So 10 questions came from General Aptitude, as in every other year it comes. 5 1 mark MCQ type and 5 2 marks also MCQ type. So in this video I will be covering the first question, solution to the first question, which is already written on the board, as you can see clearly. It's a question from basically tense grammar of English. So let's move on to the solution to the very first question. Question number 1 mark MCQ type from the master question paper of GATE 2025 Electrical Engineering from subject General Aptitude. So question goes like this: Kavya dash go to work yesterday as she dash feeling well. And it is said to select the most appropriate option to complete the above sentence. Options are given as A didn't, isn't, B wouldn't, wasn't, C wasn't, and D couldn't, wasn't. So basically you have to choose the most appropriate form of the verbs, I mean the words given, right, to fill in the blanks. तो इसमें क्या करना है? काव्य डैश गो टू वर्क yesterday. Yesterday मतलब क्या? It's already in the past tense. So with past tense, only the past form of the verbs will fit. Past form of the verbs, as you can see, all are past form. But here we can see, isn't is not a past form of the verb. So it doesn't fit because isn't, and here it is yesterday. And feeling well, with feeling well, you can see the second verb is common, wasn't. So wasn't is correct, right? The second place, in the second blank. In the first blank, you can see go to work yesterday, feeling well. So she wasn't feeling well. So it is not that you she wouldn't would be in the future, like referring to the future. Wasn't doesn't fit with go form of the verb. So the only option we are left with is couldn't. Couldn't means out of like not feeling well. There was no other option than to not go to work. So there was no other option than not to go to work. So the correct answer, the correct forms of the words that fit in are wasn't, couldn't, and wasn't. So the correct answer to this question is option D. It's very basic, simple question from tense and grammar. I hope the solution is clear. If you still have any doubts or queries, please feel free to ask in the comments. And that's all for the solution to this simple question number 1. Thank you. Hello. So moving on to the next question in this series of GATE Electrical Engineering Solutions from subject General Aptitude, we will be covering the solution to question number 2 in the master question paper of 1 mark MCQ type. It is from analogy basically. So it is given good is to evil is proportional to genuine is to dash. Select the most appropriate option to complete the analogy. You can see good is to evil. So evil is the opposite of good. The antonym or the opposite in meaning. So genuine means what? Real, true, bona fide, right? Authentic. So among the options you have to choose the word which is opposite to genuine in meaning. Now the first word counterfeit means something which is copied or not genuine. Looks like genuine, looks like real, but actually it's copied version of something else. So the exact opposite of genuine is counterfeit. So option A is the correct answer, but let's discuss all other words as well to increase the vocabulary. Contraband means a set of goods which taking out of the country which is illegal. Set of goods which is not allowed to be taken out of the country. That is contraband. Right? And counterfoil means the part of the receipt or ticket that is given back by the giver. Like there is a big ticket or something. There is some portion which has to be given back after the receipt of the money or something. So that is counterfoil. Some part is kept and something is returned as a receipt. That is counterfoil. And counterpart means the person or things that occupy a similar position in some other place or organization. Like the counterpart of Indian Prime Minister is the Prime Minister in some other country. So that means counterpart in that sense. So this is a very basic question from basically analogy, word analogy, based on the opposite of the word given in the first place. Hope the solution is clear and well explained. I tried to explain other words as well, so that you all can get to know. So that's all the solution to the question. Thank you. Hello viewers. Moving on to the next question in this series of GATE 2029 vectorial linear solutions from subject general aptitude. In this video, we are covering the solution of question number 3, 1 mark MCQ type from basically linear equations and graphs. So it's given in the question the relationship between two variables x and y is given by this equation x plus py plus q equal to 0, and is shown in the figure graphically. Find the values of p and q. This is the graph given, as you can see, and the options are given as p equal to minus half q2, p2, q minus 2, p half q4, and p2, q4. So let's move to solution of this question. Pretty simple question actually. Let's discuss the solution. Solution is very simple. We have to first find the equation of the straight line. So basically, we can find the slope. The straight line first. Slope means delta y by delta x. Delta y is 4, delta x is 2. So you can write this as 4 minus. You can write this as 4 minus 0 and 0 minus minus 2. Right? 4 minus 0, 0 minus minus 2. So it will be 4 by 2 basically. So equal to 2. Slope of this straight line is 2. And the y-intercept is what? When x equal to 0, what is the value of y? So y-intercept is basically 4. This point. So what we already know the equation of straight line? Y equal to mx plus c. Putting in the values of slope and y-intercept, we get y equal to 2x plus 4. Right? Now what we will do? We'll divide the equation by 2, because the coefficient of x in the original equation is 1. So y by 2 becomes equal to x plus 2. Now we transpose and take y by 2 to that side, RHS. So we get x minus y by 2 plus 2 equal to 0. Now below that we write the given equation. This is x plus py plus q equal to 0. Now what you need to do, you need to compare the coefficients of y and the constant term. Coefficient of y in the first equation is minus half. And the coefficient of y in the second equation is p. So p is equal to minus half. Now here we get what? P equal to minus half. And constant term is q here and 2 here. So q equal to 2. Since they represent the same equation of the straight line, the same straight line, so it will be p equal to minus half and q will equal to 2. So correct answer for this question is option A. Pretty simply we have solved it by writing the equation of the straight line, by finding the slope and the y-intercept, and then comparing it with the given equation. Find the values of p and q. I hope the solution is clear. If you still have any doubts or queries, please feel free to ask in the comments. And that's all for solution to this simple question based on linear graphs and straight line. Hello viewers. Moving on to the next question in the series of GATE 2029 vectorial linear solutions from subject general aptitude. This is again a question of 1 mark MCQ type, question number 4 from the master question paper from subject general aptitude. It is basically based on Venn diagram sets and all those things. It's given each row of column 1 has 3 items, and each item is represented by a circle in column 2. The arrangement of circles in column 2 represents the relationship among the items in column 1. Identify the option that is the most appropriate match between column 1 and column 2. So these column 1 and column 2 are given items 1, 2, 3, 4 and PQRS. We need to match basically. Match करना है हमें. तो animals है zebra और giraffe. So zebra and giraffe both are animals, but they are distinct. A zebra cannot be a giraffe, or giraffe cannot be a zebra. But both of them fall under the set of animals. So basically it maps with this. This is the set of animals. One can be zebra, one can be giraffe. Right? So one maps with Q, right? Next target director, producer, actor. Director can be a producer can be actor, actor can be an actor can be a producer, an actor can be a director. All are interchangeable, right? And at a time someone can be all the three as well. So there will be some intersection between the three, some intersection between the pairs, and some will be only director, only producer, only actor. So basically maps with R. This one. So one is director, one is producer, one is actor. 3 steps. Some intersection, all three, they are distinct, and there are some people who are actor, director, producer, actor, producer, like that. So 2 maps with R, right? 3 maps with word, sentence, novel. Word forms a sentence, and a sentence, many sentences, many words form a sentence, and many sentences form a novel. So what will be the smallest set? So this one, this will be a sentence, bigger one, and the outermost will be a novel. Many words has become a sentence, many sentences compose a novel. So 3 maps with S. And pianist, guitarist, instrumentalist. Right? A pianist can be a guitarist, a guitarist can be a pianist, and both the guitarist and pianist are instrumentalists. So instrumentalist will be the bigger set. One can be pianist, one can be guitarist. There will be some people who are both pianist as well as guitarist, but again they are instrumentalists. So this will be that part. So basically, number 4 maps with option P. And P. So the correct mapping sequences: 1 with Q, 2 with R, 3 with S, and 4 with P. 1 with Q, 2 with R, 3 with S, and 4 with P. That exactly matches with the sequence given in option P. This was a very simple question based on sets and Venn diagrams. I hope the solution is clear. If you have any doubts or queries, please feel free to ask in the comments. And that's all for solution to this simple question. Thank you. So, hello viewers. Moving on to the next question in the series of GATE 2025 electrical engineering solutions from subject General Aptitude. This is question number 5 from the master question paper of 1 mark MCQ type from subject General Aptitude. It is basically based on indices and surds, exponents, all those things. Exponents, indices and exponents, the properties, etc. It is given. The question is asked in the question: what is the value of 3 to the power 81 by 27 to the power 4 whole to the power 1 by 3? This is a cube root. Options are given as 3 to the power 30, A, B 3 to the power 96, C 3 to the power 23, and D 3 to the power 69. So let's move on to the solution to this question. Simple question basically. So 3 to the power 81 by 27 to the power 4 whole to the power 1 by 3. Now 27 to the power 4, what is the name? 3 to the power 3, 27 is 3 to the power 3 basically. To the power 4. A to the power B to the power C becomes what? A to the power B into C. So 27 to the power 4 becomes 3 to the power 3 to the power 4. So it becomes 3 to the power 3 into 4. This is 3 to the power 12. So we replace 27 to the power 4 by 3 to the power 12. It becomes what? 3 to the power 81 by 3 to the power 12 to the power 1 by 3. Now a to the power B by a to the power C becomes what? A to the power B minus C. There is a difference. There is division. So it becomes 3 to the power 81 minus 12 whole to the power 1 by 3. 81 minus 12 is what? 69. So it becomes 3 to the power 69 to the power 1 by 3. Now again a to the power B to the power C. B is 69, C is 1 by 3. So a to the power B into C. So it becomes 3 to the power 69 into 1 by 3. That is 3 to the power 23 basically. 3 to the power 23. So we easily obtain the answer to the value of this expression as 3 to the power 23. That matches with option C. Which is the correct solution, correct answer for this question. Pretty simple, basic question from indices and exponents. Hope the solution is clear and comprehensible. If you still have any doubts or queries, please feel free to ask in the comments. And that's all for solution to this question. Thank you. So, hello viewers. Moving on to the next question in the series of GATE 2025 electrical engineering solutions from subject General Aptitude. This is question number 6 in the master question paper of GATE 2025 electrical engineering from subject General Aptitude of 2 marks MCQ type. As you can see, it is based on sequencing of the sentences given, right? So you can identify the option that has the most appropriate sequence such that a coherent paragraph is formed. The sentence are given as: it is because deer, like most of the animals that tigers normally prey on, run much faster. statement Q is given as tigers spend most of their life searching for food. R is given as if they trace the scent of deer, tigers follow the trail, chase the deer for a mile or two in the dark and yet may not catch them. And S is given as for several nights they relentlessly prowl through the forest hunting for a trail that may lead to their prey. So 4 sentences or 4 statements are given, you have to number them or sequence them. Right? Sequencing करना है basically कि मैं समझना है पैराग्राफ क्या कहना चाह रहा है, किससे स्टार्ट हो सकता है. It won't start from paragraph statement P because it is because like this should follow some other sentence, किसी और सेंटेंस के बाद आना चाहिए. And they मतलब किसी को का प्रोनाउन है ना, किसी को रेफर कर रहा है, तो ये भी पहला सेंटेंस P और R पहला सेंटेंस नहीं हो सकता. इसमें दे है तो S भी पहला सेंटेंस नहीं हो सकता, तो पहला सेंटेंस एक ही हो सकता है Q, क्योंकि इसमें कोई रेफरेंस नहीं है. इट्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ टाइगर्स. So Q has the first sentence. Let's eliminate the options. Options में कोई ऐसा ऑप्शन है नहीं जो Q से स्टार्ट होता है, एक ही है मतलब out of the 4 only one is there. So the correct answer will be by eliminating the options it will simply C. Because the other sentences are references to some other sentence because they pronoun is used. See, it is because deer, like this doesn't have they but this has reference. Right? These R and S are they. So it will follow some other sentence. Let's start with Q. Tigers spend most of their life searching for food. And for several nights, in this sequence what follows? Several nights, relentlessly prowl, searching for food. So related to this is what? Prowling through the forest, hunting for food, for a trail. So after Q comes S. Right? And what is the consequence of this? They can trace something. If they trace the scent of deer, tigers follow the trail. So after S, R follows. Right? R is the consequence of S. If they are prowling through the forest, hunting for the trail. If they trace the scent of deer, tigers follow that trail. So after S follows R. And the only yet may not catch them. After that, only one sentence left, that is P. And P follows R. If you look carefully. So then you say, समझ आ रहा है कि R के बाद P आएगा. It is because deer, like most of the animals, that tigers normally run much faster. Because deer have been introduced here and they continue in P. So basically, the sequence is Q to S, S to R, and R to P. So the correct sequence of the sentences to form a coherent paragraph is Q, S, R and P. Q, S, R, P. So the correct answer to the question is option C. As you can clearly see. Basically, it was based on some common logical reasoning type question based on sequencing. Hope I have explained it in detail. Hope the solution is clear. If you still have any doubts or queries, please feel free to ask in the comments. And that's all for the solution to this question. Thank you. So, hello viewers, very warm welcome back to Reflex. Moving on to the next question in this series of GATE 2025 lecture in the solutions for the general aptitude. Here we will be discussing the solution to question number 7 in the master question paper of GATE 2025 electrical engineering from subject general aptitude of 2 marks MCQ type based on some logical reasoning. So the question goes as follows: in the given figure, EF and HJ are coded as 30 and 80 respectively. Which one among the following options is most appropriate for the entries marked 1 and 2? So there is circle given, there are different characters and numbers given, and 1 and 2 are marked. What will be the most appropriate among the options for the entries marked 1 and 2? It's asked. Options are given as EH 40, JK 36, EG 42 and PS 14. Let's move on to solution to this question. Pretty simple actually. What we can see here, we have to consider the numbers, the letters as the codes. The codes of the letters will be the starting from A equal to 1, B equal to 2, like that in alphabetical order. So the code of FG, from here we can infer that A equal to 1, B equal to 2, dot like that. So code of E will be what? 5. A B C D E. F will be what? 6. I am considering writing only this because these are only given over here. G will be what? 7. H will be what? 8. And J will be what? 10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So, opposite of H, J is how much written? 80. 80 we can see. 80 is what? The product of 8 and 10. H into J means 8 into 10. So, HJ means here 8 into 10, that is 80. Which is written opposite to HJ. Similarly, EF. EF is what? 5 into 6, that is 30. And the product is written opposite to EF in this figure. So, similarly, 35. 35 is the product of 5 and 7. 5 means what? E. And 7 means what? EFG. G. To EG. So, opposite to this should be EG. Because 5 into 7. So, EG. And opposite to FG should be what? FG means 6 and G means 7. 6 into 7, 42. So, opposite to 42. Opposite to FG, they should be 42. So, here we should have 42, right? Here there should be 42. Opposite to FG, that is number 2. So, number 1 we will have EG because E is 5 and G is 7. So, 5 into 7 is 35. So, opposite 35 we will have EG and opposite to FG we will have 42. So, 1 is EG and 2 is 42. So, the correct answer or the option for this question is option C, as you will see. Basically, we have done coding for the alphabets in sequence, in alphabetical order, starting from A equal to 1, B equal to 2, like that. We have counted the codes of the different alphabets. Here in the diagram, we found that the codes written opposite to the sequence of letters is the product. So, accordingly, we have filled in the missing entries as found missing as EG and 42. So, I hope the solution to this question is clear. If you still have any doubts or queries, I will be glad if you are ask in the comment section. And I think this is all for the question, for solution to this question based on from reasoning. Pretty simple question. So, hope it is clear and comprehensible. Thank you. So, hello viewers, moving on to the next question in this series of GATE 2025 electrical engineering solutions from subject general aptitude. It's of 2 marks MCQ type based on some data interpretation, basically DI, based on statistics, taking average or mean, median, all those things. Right? So, let's move to the solution to this question. Question is given as scores obtained by 2 students P and Q in 7 courses given in the table below. This table, based on the information given in the table, which one of the following statements is incorrect? Mine incorrect, not correct. So, P and Q scores are given 20 35, 89 65, 50 60, 45 56, 78 81, 60 45, 39 50. And the options are given as option A, average score of P is less than the average score of Q, median score of P is same as the median score of Q, difference between the maximum and minimum scores of P is greater than the difference between the maximum and minimum scores of Q, and median score and the average score of Q are same. So, let's explore the options one by one. एक question को check करना पड़ेगा. Let's do that. Average score of P. So, P bar will be what? Summation P by N. Summation P means what? Yeah, 22 plus, we have to add all the numbers given inside P. And the marks of the students. Number of marks is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, if you can, you have to calculate this. थोड़ा सा calculate तो है. If you calculate this, no other option. 20 plus 89, 111, 161, 206, 284, and 344, and whatever. 89 is 111, 161, 206, right? (206), 284, and 383, whatever. Some value it will be anyway. So 383 is 7. Some some value will be whatever 54 point something. It's 86 with it. Average score of Q you have to calculate similarly. Q bar equal to summation QIM 35, 65, 60, 56, 81, 45 and 50 again divided by 7. तो कैलकुलेट करना है हमें 35, 65, 100, 160, 216, 297, 342 and 392. 392 is 56. Right. So the average scores of P is less than the average score of Q. So this one is correct. This is correct, not incorrect. Incorrect is asked. So this is not the correct option. Right. Yes. Move on to option B. Median score of P. Median score of P means we arrange the scores in ascending order. And in the order 22. After that we have 45. Sorry. 22, 39, 45. 22, 39, 45. 50, 60, 78 and 89. And for Q similarly ascending order में अरेंज करेंगे तो क्या होगा 35, 45, 50, 56, 60, 65 and last but not least 81. Right. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या लिखेगा median score of P is what? As there are 7 odd number of numbers, so the middle one, the fourth one, will be the median. So 50 in this case, the median of P, and the median of Q will be what? Again the middle number. 7 numbers are odd numbers are there, odd number of numbers, 56. So the median score of P is 15, while the median score of Q is 56. So they are not same, of course. But here it is written same, which is wrong. The statement is incorrect. But what in the question what is asked? Which of the statement is incorrect? So this is an incorrect statement. So this will be the answer. Let's check other options also. बाकी options भी एक बार check कर लेते हैं. क्या ये होगा? Difference between maximum and minimum scores of P. Maximum and minimum scores of P क्या है? 22 और 18 का difference. तो क्या हो जाएगा? 89 minus 22 मतलब कितना हो गया? 67. और difference between the minimum and maximum scores of Q. जो क्या हो जाएगा? 81 minus 35. Right? ये वाली difference. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? 46. तो 46 or 67. तो 67 is greater than 46. Difference between the minimum and maximum scores of P is 67, which is greater than the minimum difference between the minimum and maximum scores of Q, which is 46. So this one is correct. This is not the incorrect statement. Okay. And lastly, last option भी check कर लेते हैं. कर ही रहे हैं तो option D में median score and average score of Q are the same. Median score of Q as we calculated is 56. Sorry, average score. Mean score of Q as we calculated earlier was 56. Mean or average score. And the median score also calculated as 56. By taking the middle number among the in the set. So as you can see, they are same. Average or mean value was 56 and median is also 56. So median score and the average score of Q are same. So this is also correct. So only incorrect statement among these is B. Median score of P is same as median score of Q, whereas median score of P is 50, median score of Q is 56. So they are not same. This option is incorrect. This statement is incorrect. And as it is asked here that which of the statements is incorrect, so the correct option for this question is option B. I have explained all the calculations, like all the steps, by finding the average and the median of P and Q, marks obtained by students P and Q, and analyzed, explored all the options one by one, and found that option B is the correct. Hope the solution is clear. If you still have any doubts or queries, please ask in the comments. And that's all for solution to this question. Thank you. So, hello viewers. Moving on to the next question in the series of GATE 2025 electrical solutions from subject General Aptitude. This time with the solution of the question number 9 in the master question paper from the subject General Aptitude. of 2 marks MCQ type. The question is given as question number 9. Spheres of unit diameter are centered at LMN, where LMN take every possible integer values. The distance between the two spheres is computed from the center of one sphere to the center of the other sphere. For a given sphere, x is the distance to its nearest sphere and y is the distance to its nearest next sphere. I think next nearest sphere. So the value of y by x is asked. And the options are given as a 2 root 2, b 1 by 2 root 2, 1 by root 2, c root 2 and d 2. Let's move on to solution to this question. Let's understand the question first. Spherical coordinate system को draw कर लेते हैं. So in spherical coordinate system what are spheres like this. Centered at LMN. LMN कोई भी इंटीजर वैल्यू हो सकता है. Centered से LMN are any integers values. Centers the spheres. LMN can take any possible integer value. Right. Possible integer values are what? Basically, any 0, 1, 2, 3, anything. -1, -2, anything. Right. Let's assume one sphere is located at the center at the origin. मतलब इसका center है 0, 0, 0. Basically, ये एक sphere मान लेते हैं जो reference sphere है. Let's assume the reference sphere to this reference sphere. So with reference to this sphere, we will draw two other spheres following the given condition that the centers will be center coordinates will be integral integer values. So we need to find the distance between the two spheres. Now एक हमने स्फीयर तो चूज कर लिया 0, 0, 0 पे, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट स्फीयर में हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, जो नियरेस्ट स्फीयर होगा उसमें क्या होगा, कोई एक वन होगा इनमें से, इधर 1, 0, 0, मतलब क्या एक्स एक्सिस को सेंटर्ड होगा ऐसे, कुछ ऐसे होगा, ऐसे होगा कुछ 1, 0, 0 सपोज. एक हो सकता है 0, 0, 1 z एक्सिस पे, ये पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकता है. z एक्सिस ये होता है y एक्सिस पे 0, 1, 0 ऐसे सपोज उस तरह होगा ऐसे 0, 1, 0. तो ये तीन पॉसिबिलिटी हो गया. This is the nearest sphere. With reference to this sphere centered at this point, this sphere is the nearest sphere. These three. So the distance between these two are what? Simply you calculate simply 1 units. 1 unit. Because 1 0, 0, 0. So distance formula you can apply and find it. Distance in the center as 1. This is 1. This is 1. This is 1. All 1. Okay. Now next nearest sphere. Next nearest sphere will be what? You have what? Center says 2 coordinates will be 1. 2 coordinates will be 1. Another possibility is 1 coordinate will be 2. Another 2 coordinates will be 0. But in that case, मान लेते हैं ये 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. इस केस में कितना डिफरेंस, कितना ही हो जाएगा? 2 यूनिट्स हो जाएगा. लेकिन we have some other possibility which is even nearest than this. Center sphere center में 2, 0, 0 ऐसे हो जाएगा, ऐसे हो जाएगा sphere. तो ये और ये मतलब ये तो 2 यूनिट्स का हो गया कितना. लेकिन इससे भी नियरेस्ट हम लोग को और स्फीयर्स मिल सकता है. कैसे? If you take 2 coordinates as 1, like with reference to this sphere, if you take next nearest, so next nearest, this is nearest, and next nearest will be what? You take 2 coordinates as 1, 1, 1, 0. मतलब क्या? XY प्लेन में यहाँ होगा ना, और Y Z एक्सिस पे ऐसे होगा स्फीयर, like this. इसलिए सेंटर will be 1, 1, 0. और हम लोग ऐसे भी ले सकते हैं 1, 0, 1, मतलब y एक्सिस पे 0, y एक्सिस पे का 0 होगा और x और z प्लेन में होगा, z प्लेन में मतलब ऐसे ऐसे कुछ होगा. तो और एक स्फीयर का सेंटर ले सकते हैं. 0 सेंटर्स माइट बी 0, 1, 1 मतलब वाई जेड प्लेन में होगा, वाई जेड प्लेन में, और सेंटर आपका क्या होगा, वाई जेड प्लेन में होगा, और एक्स एक्सिस का 0 होगा, तो प्रोजेक्शन नहीं होगा इस पे, समथिंग लाइक दिस. So all these, this one, right, इन सब का डिस्टेंस क्या हो जाएगा इससे, if you take distance formula, then it will be under root of 1 square plus 1 square, that will be root 2. With reference to this sphere, at the origin, these spheres having centers at 1, 1, 0, right, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and 0, 1, 1 will be at a distance, having center at a distance of basically root 2 units from the reference sphere. The nearest sphere will be having the center different distance between the spheres as 1 unit, and the next nearest spheres will have distance as root 2 units. This is basically, according to the question, ये क्या है, x है, और ये according to the question क्या है, y है. Basically x equal to 1, y equal to root 2. If you take a ratio of y by x, it will be root 2 by 1, that is root 2. This matches the option C, as you can see. So I basically explained the situation scenario in 3D. Tried to explain by taking some examples of the coordinates and also showing it as much as possible. It is not possible to exactly plot it because it is 3D representation. फिर भी मैंने कोशिश किया जितना हो सके मैंने उसको समझाने का. I hope the explanation and the of the solution is clear and comprehensible. It is a good question, I think. Maybe a bit difficult to tackle in the exam, but if you go by this method, I think you will obtain the answer easily. And that's all for solution to this question. Thank you. Hello viewers. Moving on to the next question, the last one in this series of GATE 2025 Electrical Engineering Solutions from the subject General Aptitude. The last question is General Aptitude. Question number 10 in the master question paper of 2 marks MCQ type is given as, in the triangle PQR, the figure is given and in the side, the lengths of PT and TR are in the ratio of 3:2. ST is parallel to QR. Two semicircles are drawn with PS and PQ as diameters as shown in the figure. Which one of the following statements is true about the shaded area PQS? PQS. Option is given, the shaded area is 16 by 9 times the area of the semicircle with the diameter PS. Option B is given, the shaded area is equal to the area of the semicircle with the diameter PS. Option C is given as the shaded area is 14 by 9 times the area of the semicircle with the diameter PS. And option D is given as the shaded area is 14 by 25 times the area of the semicircle with the diameter PS. So let's move on to the solution to this question. Simple question is given, question of similarity of triangles. Okay. So we'll find the areas. We'll find the areas in terms of some variables. Let's say PT equal to PT is to 4 is given as 3:2, right? So let's say PT is 3x and TR is 2x. We can assume that, right? Okay. X is an arbitrary number. Okay. It is given ST is parallel to QR. Isn't this? So basically what we can say, angle QPR equal to angle SPT. This angle is common angle, right? And also as ST is parallel to QR, so angle QRP equal to angle STP. This angle and this angle are same because ST is parallel to QR. Right. So what we have, angle SPT is congruent to angle QPR by A axiom of congruency. Similarity. SPT is similar to a triangle QPR by A adjunct similarity. So if you take the for similar triangles, the ratios will be equal. Right? What I mean to say is PS by PQ will be what? PT by TR. PT by PR, sorry. PT by PR, PS by PQ. PT by PR is what? PR is what? PT plus TR is equal to? है कि नहीं? So PT we have taken as 3x and TR we have taken as 2x. So it will be 3x by 5x. So 3 by 5. So PS by PQ is 3 by 5. PS is the diameter of angle of this semicircle and PQ is the diameter of the bigger semicircle. Right? We need to know what? We need to find the area of the shaded region. Okay. 3 by 5, let's assume that PS is 3y and PQ is 5y. Okay. The area of the triangle is area of this triangle PS is 1. Smaller semicircle will be what? 5 by 4 into d square, diameter square. So diameter is PS. So 3y whole square. So it will be 9 pi y square by 4. ठीक है? अब बड़ा वाला सेंसर में क्या होगा क्या? Find it here. Delta ES will be what? Delta PQ, sorry. Delta PQ means area of triangle is bigger semicircle. Sorry, semicircle. Semicircle, whatever. Area of the semicircle. Area of the bigger semicircle. PQ, diameter PQ will be what? 5 by 4 into d square, that is 5y square whole square. So it will be what? 25 pi y square by 4. Right? 9 pi y square by 4 and 25 pi y square by 4. This is 9 pi y square by 4. And this whole is what? Whole is 25 pi y square by 4. So what will be the area of the shaded region? Isn't the difference 25 pi y square by 4 minus 9 pi y square by 4? If you calculate this, you will get what? 16 pi y square. 16 pi y square by 4 or 4 pi y square. So the area of the shaded region is what times the area of the semicircle with diameter PQ or PS say. Area of the shaded region is how many times? So I've got here 4 pi y square by what is the area of the semicircle with diameter PS? All the 9 pi y square. You take the ratio will be what? 5 pi cancels, y square will cancel, so it will be 16 by 9 basically. So right answer is shaded area of the 16 by 9 times the area of the semicircle with diameter PQ. PS. Option A. Let's explore the other options also. Shaded area is equal to the area of the semicircle with diameter PS. No. It is 16 by 9 times. Shaded area is 14 by 9 times the area of the semicircle with the diameter PS. No. It is 16 by 9 times. Again, we are calculating option A. Shaded area is 14 by 25 times the area of the semicircle with diameter PQ. The area of the shaded region to the area of the semicircle with diameter PQ will be what? 4 pi y square by 25. We have calculated this one. 25 pi y square by 4. Cancel pi y square cancels and we will have 16 by 25. So basically the shaded area is 16 by 25 times the area of the semicircle with the diameter PQ. But here it is mentioned 14 by 25. So which is wrong? This is wrong. This is wrong. Options B, C and D are wrong, and we are left with the correct answer as option A. Basically, the shaded area is 16 by 9 times the area of the semicircle with diameter PS. So I have explained the answer and the solution with all detailed steps in a very detailed and comprehensive manner, showing all the calculations and the proof of the similarity of the triangles PST and PQR, or SPT and QPR also. So if you watch the solution carefully, I hope you will be able to understand and grasp the concept behind solving. I hope the solution is clear. If you still have doubts or queries, please feel free to ask in the comments. And that's all for solution to this question, and also for this subject, general aptitude.